Happy Aloha Friday, everyone, and welcome back to the CO2 Rundown. I'm your host, Chad Owens. Another week down, and I hope it was a winning week for all of you. Mahalo to Long's Drugs for all of your support. Let's continue to make Long's Drugs a part of our days. Let's dive on in to the CO2 Rundown. The Hawaii Board of Regents approves $30 million towards the TC Ching expansion project, which will take place starting January 2023. And we're gonna take our current 9,000 seated TC Ching Stadium. It's gonna get bumped to 17,000 in time for the 2023 season. So, that's great news. With the whole new Aloha Stadium Sports Entertainment District still in the works, that got approved to start that project, but that's not going to be ready until 2026. And so for now, TC Ching will be our University of Hawaii Rainbow Warrior football team's home. Now what they're going to be doing with this expansion next year is they're going to be moving the track, which is currently on TC Ching, and moving it to the grass field where UH football would normally practice as well. But they're retrofitting this TC Ching to be exclusive for the Rainbow Warrior football team, and it's going to be amazing. Although right now, 9,000 screaming, passionate Rainbow Warrior football fans is going to be great. NCAA requires you to at least have 15,000, and we're going to accommodate that by next fall. And I've been saying it this whole time. Right? I come from the Aloha Stadium era. I come from playing in that big stadium, where there's been a few games where it's been sold out, right? Packed. And that energy is just so electric. You can't compare to that. And, although I think a new 35,000 seat stadium is what they're projecting the new Aloha Stadium to be, that's a nice intimate venue. I think it's going to be a great atmosphere. And you know what? For this year, we need to make TC Ching a great atmosphere. We need to make the Timmy Chang era a great start. Make that a great atmosphere, and that's starting August 27th. So we cannot wait. A lot to look forward to for our Rainbow Warrior football team. But for now, we've got our eyes set on Vanderbilt, August 27th. Let's go, Bows. Our University of Hawaii Rainbow Warrior football team is officially in game prep. Week 1 prep, heading into August 27th's game against Vanderbilt. This is always the best time as a player for me and coaches. You get to narrow your focus. You get to hone in on your opponent, right? The scout teams have been created, and you're working on those plays, getting the reps at the exact things you're going to be doing in the football game. You're creating those scenarios you're going to see. And I've always said this, and the coaches have always said this, and I've experienced this throughout my playing career. Practice is always the hardest. Because after you go in against your scout team, by day 3, they know the plays, right? That's just what it is. So you're beating a team that knows what you're doing because you face these guys every single day at practice. So practice is always the hardest part. Game times, it's not easy, but I just felt like everything was more clear. In practice, it was a little muddy. Sometimes the lanes, the routes, the windows, it didn't feel as clear. But when you study that film and you're visualizing this certain play against that look, against that defender, and you get out there on game days, it's even more open. So that's what I love about that game week prep, is that you start to sort of get into that groove. And week 1s, you always get a few extra days to prepare. But after that, it's day 0, day 1, 2, 3, walk through game. Day 0, day 1, 2, 3, walk through game. That routine, right? So you get less time to prepare for the opponent. That's why it's going to be very, very important for a lot of these guys to take extra reps in the film room, right? Everyone's got the physical abilities out here, but who's strengthening that mental ability? So that's going to be the difference. The coaches still have a big time decision to make, and we won't know who the starting quarterback going into week 1 is until late next week. So we shall see. But until then, guys, the quarterbacks that are out there, Yellen, Shager, Farrell, and Cooper, just keep grinding. Keep approaching as if you are the guy. That's the only way you're going to give yourself the best opportunity to become the guy. Let's go, Bows. You know, in sports, I truly believe that experience goes a long way. It comes with a certain level of comfort, and with comfort comes more confidence. And this is as a player, as a coach, management, every position. The more experience you get, and this is going outside of sports as well. The more experience you have at something, the better you get at it, the more knowledge, the more you can pass along. And so for this year, for the Little League World Series, our Honolulu team, you know, that's preparing for yet to win another championship, the experience of their manager, Gerald Oda, who led the 2018 team to a Little League World Series championship. You know, having gone through the process, having winning, understanding it, gives confidence to him, gives confidence to the players, the parents of the players, and everyone else that's a part of this organization. And another thing is having experienced coaches, everyone that's involved. And Kendrick Noda, who played in the 1988 Little League World Series, is now helping the team and his son Micah get prepared to, yes, win another Little League World Series championship. And, you know, you cannot stress it enough. Experience, like I said, goes a very long way. But, you know, you have to have that mindset and that humbleness to not let that make you feel as if you have all the power, you have all the answers. Experience just gives you, I'm not going to say an advantage. It gives you knowledge. It gives you things that you could pull from, things that you maybe experience in things that didn't work, right? But you have to humble yourself, and even though you have all this experience, still be willing to learn from someone next to you. And again, I'm going outside of sports with this now. You know, it doesn't matter if you're the younger guy or the older guy. You have to be able to have that open mindset of being able to learn from each other. Just because you're older and you have more experience doesn't mean that the younger person can't help you or can't give you something of value, and vice versa. And so I just want to say, hey, good luck to our team out there. You guys are representing, and you guys always do. We always have Hawaii representing for the Little League World Series. So good luck, keep working hard, and just keep doing it. One pitch, one at bat at a time. And some breaking news here. Our 13U Babe Ruth World Series champions is from Hawaii, Team Cato. We just want to say congratulations. That's a huge, huge honor. You know, you've got a ton of support. I saw a video on Instagram about all the excitement, running onto the field, celebrating with each other, and that's what it should look like every single time, because you guys train hard, you guys work together, you guys do all of these things, you know, to make this happen. Winning a championship is not easy. There are so many sacrifices, even at that age, 13U. There's a lot that goes on. The parents have to sacrifice so much. They do so much. So like as a parent, you feel as if you've won as well. You know, it's a win, top to bottom. Everyone's involved. Hawaii, we just won. So Team Cato, we want to say thank you. We want to say congratulations again. And we cannot wait for you to get home to celebrate. Aloha. Our University of Hawaii Rainbow Warrior basketball team added some depth, but on the coaching side. You know, when former UH player Mike Thomas resigned just 2 weeks ago, Coach Ganat, obviously as a coach, you go and look to replace that position. And he picked up Rob Jones, a former player of his at St. Mary's. Jones also played at the University of San Diego, obviously transferred to St. Mary's, and then played professionally overseas before getting into coaching. You know, it's always, I talked about experience, you know, a little while ago in the baseball world, but experience overall. And when you have experience playing the game at a high level, the elite level, professionally, and then when you're teaming back up with a coach that you've played for, and a coach knows you as a player, it just creates that comfort, right? He understands his place. He understands his style of coaching. So to me, that's like a easy, smooth transition. And let's just be honest. Brother Rob, I know you're excited to be in Hawaii. I've been saying it for months now. Everyone wants to be a part of what's going on here. The culture, the movement. Can't say enough about the weather. But sports, to me, has always had its place in Hawaii. But I feel as if we're on the rise again. You know, we're about to explode. We're winning championships across the board. People want to come here. They want to be a part of it. They want to be a part of this culture, the brotherhood, the sisterhood that we're building. And so with that, Rob, congratulations. Welcome aboard. Good luck. I know you've already got to work. So congratulations again to our Rainbow Warrior basketball team for elevating their team. We can't wait to see y'all hooping this season. Whew! And that is it for today's show. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Mahalo again to Long's Drugs for all of their support. It is the weekend. You know what I'm going to tell you to do. Relax, reset, recover. Do all that stuff. Get your mind right. Set it up for another winning week next week. And don't forget, it is game week next week for our Rainbow Warrior football team. We cannot wait. I hope you guys are chomping at the bit, getting yourself ready, getting your game day gear together, and getting ready to support come the 27th, because we will be out there. I'll see you guys come Monday. Aloha.